LUE Jenkins out and about for the day. I'm getting on live, saying what's up to the people. Um, YouTube. This music belongs to Super Seed Productions and the FM. I have all rights to use the music, and I'm gonna be using the music for the live. So, what's good? I see one person got the like though. What up though, Kane? Shit. I'm waiting to see if you can hear me. Say what up though. Yeah, if you can hear me, say what up though to me, please. What up though? I hope you're having a good day, whoever it is. You know what I'm saying? I hope you're having a great day, actually. You know. Let me see who it is. Let me see who it is. Well, anyway, yeah, I did my first reaction video. I did it from the phone. I don't know. It was probably a horrible ass job and shit, but that was my first time fucking with the computer. I really don't, do shit like that. But this is my first time doing this, so and I didn't even realize like when you doing reactions and shit, I can see why motherfuckers be on for like 2-3 hours of shit because they gotta find the shit that they going, what they looking for. What up though? Whoever that is, what's good with it? Give me a what up though if you can hear me clear. Let me know. Let me know I ain't just talking. But yeah, though, I see how motherfuckers could be going, how motherfuckers could be going live and shit, and be on that motherfucker like 2-3 hours, especially if they looking on a computer and all that shit. So, shit, they're doing that reaction shit. Hey, I got mad respect for motherfuckers who do that shit. Like, hey, if you motherfucking a content creator. I know I'm a content creator, but to see the shit that y'all gotta go through as far as looking on the computer and looking shit up and going back and forth, hey, respect to all the content creators, even the motherfuckers I don't like. You know what I'm saying? Like, respect to y'all, because I see what the fuck y'all gotta go through and shit. So, hey. Shit, can y'all hear me though? Hold on, let me see. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, that's on. Shit, what up, though? Can y'all hear me? Shit, I see 2 people in there. Just give me a what up, though. Let me know y'all can hear me. That's all I'm asking for. You ain't got to type nothing else. I see you hit the like button. I just want to know if y'all can hear me or not. But yeah, mad respect to all the content creators out there. All y'all motherfuckers. Even the motherfuckers I don't like. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really actually doing the fucking computer work and doing all that other shit. Like, yo, that shit was fucking hard, and that was my first time doing it, so I can imagine what my StreamYard gonna be like. I know that shit gonna be crazy. But yeah, hey, can you say what up though if you can hear me? I want to make sure you can hear me. Yeah, so anyway, I did my first reaction yesterday. It took a little time to get through it or whatever. Yeah, okay. Hey, Dale, can you hear me, bro? I know you saying hi over there. Can you hear me? Yeah. Okay, appreciate you. Thank you much, Julia. That's what I'm talking about. But yeah, I did my first reaction yesterday, and it was in response to some stuff. I allowed a little bit of disrespect to go on, but I ended up getting the information that I wanted. People ended up telling on themselves. I hope everyone is having a great day. But I got the information that I wanted to be exposed, and it was admitted that it was a Discord that was created to do behind the scenes shit. It was proven that I wasn't lying about that. It was a motherfucking it proves that we got a real disease going on in this sector, and it's called simping. Simping is a disease. You know what I'm saying? That's really what I wanted to talk about. Like, Like these dudes in this motherfucking sector, they got to stop simping. Like you gotta stop simping sometime in your life. And simping is a deadly game. And there's a lot of motherfucking simps out here that's jumping out the window for motherfuckers they don't know. You know, when I get to the house, I'm gonna do a little research and look up if I can find what I'm looking for. You know, the little video that I said that I was gonna go over one time. But you know, I ain't gotta, you know what I'm saying? Even if I can't find that shit, hey, everything has been exposed already, so it don't even matter. You know, I'm just sitting here laughing and laughing at people while they doing their lives and they on their lives and they say I'm crying and all this other shit, but I hear a lot of motherfucking crying on this motherfucking sector. Yeah, a lot of goddamn crying. Oh, video shoot, that's what's up. But yeah, it's a lot of crying going on about shit that's going on in the sector and people saying I'm the one that's doing the crying and shit, but I'm like, I jumped on the panel yesterday to address one person, and then 3 more people come in and get involved. Like I can't even have a fair one-on-one with anybody in the sector. They gotta come up with their little buddies and shit because they can't stand up for themselves. You know, I don't give a fuck about the people in the chat because, you know, the people in the chat, I don't even read they shit. And most of the people that be talking shit, I got them blocked, so I can't see what the fuck they say anyway. You know, it's just a little bit hilarious how these people in the sector you can tell who the fuck be pushing the bullshit because them motherfuckers got to have somebody with them to actually push their story because they can't do it by themselves. You know, I've been fighting by myself, and I always fight by myself. You know, hey, look, I can have 16 brothers and sisters all day, but at the end of the day, we all gonna fight as individuals. And I've been fighting by myself for a long ass time. So while these people doing all this, you know, coming to bag up and shit, you know, see, if people would have stood on the truth, I wouldn't have had to expose nothing. If people just would have stood on the truth, I wouldn't have had to expose nobody. But then nobody, you know, people didn't want to stand on the truth and shit. So, you know, and now that shit's coming out, the people that's standing on truth, shit, is exposing the motherfucking liars. So I'm satisfied. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm actually okay with the way things turned out because with these you know, these so-called people that's supposed to be bus life or whatever, you know, like I don't got no problem with Kwame, but these people that's proclaiming this bus life shit, like shit, 90% of them motherfuckers blocked. Like I see why so many people that they proclaim to be detractors. Like y'all motherfuckers that proclaiming bus life, y'all motherfuckers create them. Y'all create detractors. You know what I'm saying? People that y'all don't like, y'all disrespect, y'all talk shit about it, y'all do whatever y'all can to make the motherfuckers mad, and you move them out the way so you can stay in the motherfucking group. I figured it out. Y'all motherfuckers is really some fucking gatekeepers. Like, and the one good thing about me is that I'm not one of these dudes that want to be a part of a group. It's over 100 people in my motherfucking family. You know, if we end up being cool, you know what I'm saying, then we cool. But I got over 100-some people that's alive in my family right now at this moment. I don't need no motherfucking new friends. Like, I'm just here to do business, you know. Hey, and some people were saying something about my artwork and saying like, oh, didn't nobody want to buy my artwork? Like, yo, like, YouTube is just an extension of the money that I can make. Like I've been like, I got art projects that I'm working on right now and shit. So, you know, I just find it hilarious that these people who say that they men and they can stand on their own, they always got somebody else bagging them up and they can't stand on shit. They can't stand on shit alone. They gotta have their little crew with them. You know what I'm saying? And I was taught that, you know what I'm saying, you always fight your battles by yourself, but a lot of these motherfuckers ain't fighting no battles by themselves. They need their crew and their little buddies, their little friends and shit. You know, and I'm cool with that because shit, if you got your friends, hey, I just know I gotta bring some more weapons. You know, hey, he play my game. You know, I'm not, you know, I'm battle tested. You know, I didn't have to go down range to be battle tested. You know, and a lot of people like to say that, you know, like, you know, they want to talk about my military and shit. But yeah, we got a disease going on in the motherfucking sector, and it's called simping. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these men don't, you know what I'm saying, they can't stand on their own. They can't do nothing on their own. Dave Chappelle, hey, yeah, I get that a lot. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's actually a compliment. I don't get mad about shit like that. Yeah. I'm the Walmart version of Dave Chappelle. Yeah. I like that. Yeah, I'm cool with that. You know, Dave Chappelle, one of the richest comedians that's out right now. So, you know, hey. And plus, I ain't sensitive. I could take a joke. You know, I just don't like disrespect. So, but yeah, though, you know, these people can't debunk shit that I say. The only thing they say is, "Oh, you lying. What am I lying about? You lying though." Like, if that's all you gonna motherfucking say, shit, you ain't got nothing to stand on. But I come to realize that most of these motherfuckers on YouTube don't stand on shit. They not even real people. You know what I'm saying? They don't have no personality. They copycats. They about everybody else. Say, are you going to Texas? Going to Texas? Am I going to Texas? Nah, not necessarily. Not right now, unless I have to. You know. Now, if I gotta go to Texas, then maybe. But I don't got no reason to go nowhere. You know, I'm good right now. Finland, what's going on, Finland? You know, what up, though? You know what I'm saying? Where I'm from, I'm from Detroit, and the way that we speak to people, we say what up, though. So whenever you come in the chat, you say what up, though. You know, that's how we greet each other in Detroit. You know, so you know, it could be a term of endearment, or it could be a term of disrespect, whichever one you want it to be, but hopefully it's respect. But yeah, I'm gonna need the sector to stop. I'm gonna need a lot of these boys in the sector to stop simping, though. And I just need them to act like men for a change. You know, just act like a man. Act like you grew up with a man or something. Just pretend for a minute. You know, stop all this simp ass shit. No, I don't know. Oh shit. Well, hey, if you don't know how to say what up, though, I don't know what to say. You know, when you say what up, though, you spell it DOE. You know what I'm saying? When you say dough, it's DOE. It means Detroit over everything. That's what it means. Or Detroit over everybody. That's what up, though, mean. You know what I'm saying? So that's part of our nature, part of our culture here. That's all. You afraid of racism? All right, look. What's up, man? We don't, you know what I'm saying? We really don't have racism that bad everywhere. It's in some places it's bad, but a lot of places it ain't. You know, so you ain't really got to worry about no racism up in here like that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, hey, look, and if you afraid, oh yeah, if you go, you know what I'm saying? If you afraid, you're not gonna live life. You gotta stop being afraid to live life. Live life. If you constantly live in fear, you're not gonna do nothing. You're gonna stay in the little box that you put yourself in. You know what I'm saying? Live free and do what you gotta do. You know, if you waste, you know, if you live in fear, you're not gonna accomplish nothing in life. You're just gonna stay in one spot. You say hi. You gotta you know what I'm saying, you gotta stop being like that. You know, don't live in no fear. You know, the only way that you gonna get something in life, and if you take a chance, you gotta gamble. You know, you gotta take the chance to do something in life. You know, hey K Reggie, how are you, sister? My Aussie sister. Tell grandson I say hello. Yeah, but you know, that's see, people want you to live in fear, and the in fear, the less that you accomplish in this world. And once you let go of fear, the world is your oyster. But you gotta let go of the fear. Yeah, well, Nemo, they say that I got a lot of the people from Detroit say that I got a southern slang, and then a lot of people from the south say I sound like I'm sound like I'm from the north. So I get mixed signals every time. You know, AK Reggie, what you think about my first reaction? Yep, that was the first time I did a first reaction. Yeah, uh-oh. Let me shut the door. I got a baby cat. She gonna be going crazy. Nope, out. She gonna be terrorizing, so I had to lock the baby cat out for a minute. Yeah, I ain't gonna be on long. I just wanted to get up here. Oh, you said there was some hot tea? Yeah, that guy couldn't, that guy was the one who promoted, he was one of the people who helped promote the lie. And I allow him to feel like he was in a position of power, and he told everything. They exposed the motherfucking Discord. He didn't want to bet no money to prove that I was lying or anything. He didn't want to do none of that. Like, cause he know that. So I was looking for the video that proved that what I was saying, but I just thought about it, like I can go and I mean, shit, the video was out there. People seen the video. Well, I don't know if everybody's seen it, but them people, they know what they about. They know what it is, and like I said, the group is being exposed. Yeah, hey K Rex, you see how it's going on. Oh yeah, never. Yeah, you right. And I know the art of war. That's why they was easy to beat. That's why I get them to tell on themselves and expose everything. I let them talk. Go talk. And then let me tell my this, shut up. Go. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, keep talking. I want to hear what you have to say. Let me hear you. Go right ahead. Let me hear what you got to say. Tell me more. Tell me more. You said what now? I heard that. Yeah, it's easy to expose people that get in their ego, because a lot of these people got an ego and they care what people think about them. Like I've been a bad guy my whole life. I've been everything. So it's nothing more that they can say. So now it's just them exposing themselves at this point. And the only thing that people could say is, oh, he was trying to do some business with us. You know what I'm saying? That's how I got behind the scenes, because I wanted to do some business. But hey, I handle man businesses. You already know what I do. I'm it's just crazy that the people that they tried to make out to be the bad people, and to they basically like, oh, them people over there, they bad, they evil, they this, they that. And I didn't know no better. So I just believed them. And then once I started seeing like, yo, like y'all not such good people neither. Like, hold on. Like y'all saying these people bad, but y'all fucked up. Let me see what's going on. So everybody's fucked up, but at least the people that I'm around right now, they support each other, they network, and they try and they spreading money amongst each other. You know, it's like, damn, like this is what I tried to do. Like I should have been over here in the first place. I should have been hanging out with these people because shit, I could have been doing my artwork and getting paid for it and helping people out with their channels and doing all type of shit. I could have been doing that and been around people and been networking. You know, but the people that's supposedly these good people, they don't network, they don't support each other, they don't promote each other, and if they do promote each other, it's only certain people. They only promote certain people. So you know you can't build an empire with people like that. You can't build with people that's hating and that's gonna try to stop your momentum because they mad because they don't have the skill set that you have. You can't build with these type of people. So you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like I'd rather be hated, you know, I'd rather be hated by these people. I'd rather be hated by people who not gonna help me than be hated by people who could help me. And really none of those people on the one side, they really can't help me do shit. You know, they can help me get information on motherfuckers if that's what I was about. You know, they could help me see certain things and all this other shit. Like, nah, I want to make some money. I don't care about your personal life. Just pay me for my skill and let me pay you for your product. Let's do it that way. You know, I don't try to get intimate with people. I only get intimate with the people that I'm attracted to and I'm trying to you know, hook up with. I ain't trying to just be cool with just any damn body. You know, I'm gonna give you your respect off the rip, but I'm about money. I'm about making that shit. You know, and it's just funny, like, you know, the the uh the one dude that was doing all the talking to, you know, sounded a little feminine and shit. He was the dude that gotta, you know, he had to use insults and shit. And when I exposed him and shit, he had to insult me more and shit. Like, yo, like, dude, like you, like one of the softest dudes I ever heard on the motherfucking mic. Like, bro, like I don't take you serious, bro. Like, if I seen you in the street, bro, I would laugh at you. You know, the way you talk. Like you got them big old thick glasses, and I'm not saying your glasses make you're not tough and shit. And I don't even know if you're tough or not, but bro, I don't take you serious. That's why I laughed at you when you was talking shit. They like, oh, you trying to be relevant. I'm like, trying to be relevant. Like, don't you know who I am? Like the hate that you have for me makes me relevant. I'm not relevant. I'm a nobody. I don't have that I want to be somebody because I am somebody in this world already. I'm already a king in a castle. I'm already a king. I don't need your validation. Like who the fuck these motherfuckers think they are and shit? Like, yo, you a nobody. Like you don't you're on YouTube just like me. You breathe the same air as me. You put your clothes on the same way as me. You do everything just like me. And I'm nobody. So if I'm nobody, that means you're definitely nobody. Like I'm trying to stay relevant. Like these people are really delusional. See, I got famous people in my family too. I've been around stars. I've been around famous people damn near my whole childhood and coming up as a young adult. I've been around stars and famous people my whole life. And you know how I talk to them? Just like I'm talking to you. They regular motherfuckers just like me. So being connected to a star or somebody that's famous don't mean shit to me. I don't. It's nothing that another person can do for me except for help me get some motherfucking money or stay the fuck out the way. Like we gonna do two things. You know, if you're not trying to build, I don't need you around. You know, I can do that shit by myself. But see, a lot of these people starstruck. You know what I'm saying? And when you starstruck, you do weird things. You proclaim a lot of weird shit, and you think because you're around the star that you're important too, but you know what I'm saying? You're just a groupie. It's a lot of groupies out here. There's a lot of groupies in this sector, K Reggie. There's a lot of groupies. These dudes like, oh, I'm attached to this person. I'm important. Like, no, the fuck you not. That person that you think is a star, not important either. Like these people are starstruck celebrity. I don't know. It's some mental illness shit with me. Like I don't get it. Everybody want to be somebody, but ain't nobody in life. I get something that a lot of these men can't get, and that's respect. I don't have to curse out a woman or disrespect a woman to get respect, and that's what a lot of these dudes is. They have to do that. They try to out bitch a woman. Yeah, these dudes are goofy, extra goofy, sis. I never seen these type of men in my life. I pray that I never have to come in contact with any of these type of men in the world. I mean, I have at one time, but I definitely separated myself from those type of men because I can't be around no sassy ass men who gonna be trying to be arguing and fighting with the ladies because I'm trying to get one of their numbers. Like y'all messing it up. Why y'all messing the game up? Y'all getting into it with these women like shit. Y'all like you don't realize that you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of y'all dudes could have had some ladies in the motherfucking. Y'all could have had some ladies, but y'all so busy trying to critique them and tell them they wrong and cuss them out. And Letitia, what's good with your sister? How are you? Oh shit. Oh yeah, hey K Razy. I'm glad. Happy Saturday to you, Letitia. K Razy. I'm glad that you got away from them soft dudes. Hey Letitia, I did my first response video. I know I suck. I rewatched it. I was like, damn, I was fucking up and I was doing some crazy shit, Yeah. Oh yeah, only real men may enter. You already know. Psh. Hey, the warrior's death is the greatest death. Yeah, but Letitia, I did my first reaction, and that shit was it was it was interesting. No, not with StreamYard. I ain't do that yet, but I did like the my phone and I showed the motherfucking the camera shit. So I turned my camera around and I did it, I did the reaction. So I know that when I do my StreamYard, I might have to do my laptop and my tablet at the same time so I can have both of them going at the same time and my phone. But I've been looking at somebody gave me some valuable information to how to look up the StreamYard. So, I watched a couple videos and I'm gonna test it out one day. Like today I gotta pick my mom up and shit because I dropped her off somewhere. So like I ain't gonna have time because she could call me at any time. So I'm just gonna watch some more videos and then I'm gonna do a test run. Oh, okay. Yeah, Letitia, I'm definitely about to get have some panels where we could talk about some real stuff. But I did my reaction. I got motherfucker to admit about the Discord. I got the motherfucker to show the simplest ways. I did a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I took a little verbal abuse, but I got some people to admit some things. And all because they was in a ego. I got a simp to feel. I gave a simp a little power, and he ran with it. So he ended up exposing himself. So it was interesting live. I kind of like I said, I messed up. I didn't know how to fast forward the motherfucker. Like I was trying to like fast forward and rewind, and I just had to kept moving the thing, and it was just so much shit that was fucked up, and you know. I ain't that old. TV. Hey, now that's funny. Yeah, but I got a couple, you know what I'm saying? I got a couple like I said, I got a tablet and I got a laptop. So, and my phone. So true, what's good with it? Respect to you, sister. Happy Saturday. Hey, true, I suppose that dude. Mel. Oh yeah, yeah. Hey, I'm definitely not hating on that. If it work, it work. Hey, I'm one of those people that if it works, it works. Hey, we not gonna change the formula. If it's a better way, we'll figure it out. But I'm gonna just work with what I got. So yeah, true. True. I got them to expose the motherfucking Discord, and I got Mel Dub to admit that, you know what I'm saying? Well, he didn't admit shit, but he tried to play it. I told him put some money on something, and he didn't want to take the bet. So yeah. Oh, this the US Street May. Oh yeah, hey Letitia. I technology has been whew. I'm glad that my art program is something that's simple that I can go into, and cause see I could scan in, like I could draw my pictures by hand and then I could scan it in the computer or use the scanner to move it to the computer, and I could do my work from there. So it's a little bit easier to still draw by hand. I still do the old way of drawing or designing. So I do it on paper and then I scan it in and do it on my computer. So I get it's a little bit easy to work with. The program is still, the program is still a little bit it's still some things I need to learn. But yeah, true. I got them. I got some admission on the Discord. I sure did. No, bro. I'm not no rapper. I'm a nice guy. Oh yeah, true. Yeah, Mel Dub tried to deny some things, and then when I told him put some money on it, I don't think I said it. Like, yeah, put some money on it. I got 100 on it right now. Then he went to insults. Oh, I don't think you have money. I don't think you have this. Yeah, true. You should watch that shit. It's kind of torture to watch that. I ain't gonna lie, cause I was like, damn, like I was fucking up and shit. Yeah, see, hey Letitia, I wish I had it. I wish I had it like you. You know how to work that shit. You was doing drops and shit. I'm like, damn, like okay. I need to learn how to do all that. So, but I'm gonna get there. Hey, so you say you from India? Okay. What you North Indian or South Indian? Yeah, hey, true. I was watch. I watched a little bit of the takeover. I couldn't stand the nigga voice for too long. So I hold on a second. Oh yeah, hey K Reggie. When I told him to put his money where his mouth is, that motherfucker did not want to do that shit. Do some test flies in the chat will help. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, Letitia, I'm definitely. I hope that when I do test it out, I hope you in the chat because you always look out for me too. So I definitely appreciate you. Yeah, hey, true. I couldn't listen to them. I couldn't listen to them dudes cry. Now they call me cry babies. I could not listen to that shit for too long. All I hear is me. I'm like, what the fuck? Can't share. Wait, you can't share. Oh, so you say I can't share the screen and StreamYard on the phone. Okay, yeah. Hey, true. That motherfucker. Man. That nigga sound like Beaker from fucking the Muppets and shit. Like they called me a crybaby. I'm like, God damn, boy, you over there whining and shit. Oh, these niggas. And the crazy thing is, the nigga is saying shit that he motherfucking doing. Like he's talking about himself while he trying to talk shit about somebody else. Like this shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like you do shit. Like you came after me and did all this bullshit and said a whole bunch of shit. Oh yeah, Beaker. Say I have a few drops on the stream. Oh, they can't be too large. Okay. Hey, AK Reggie, that motherfucker is Beaker. I swear, from the Muppets. If anybody ever heard of the motherfucking Muppet Babies, you know, I'm a little older shit. The Muppet Babies, the Beaker, the little science dude, that's what that nigga Garrett sound like. That nigga sound like Beaker. Yeah. Yeah, true. Hey, I told that dude Mel Dub to put his money where his mouth is. That motherfucker ran from that shit. He ran from that money talk. He ain't want that. Yeah, but you know, it was just, you know, it's just funny how all of this shit playing out, you know what I'm saying? And it's just funny because I'm laughing because they are so angry at me that they exposing themselves trying to disrespect me. Like that's these dudes are easy. Yeah, you know, I just, you know, I'm just sitting around and I'm like, all right, once I get my StreamYard, it's gonna be some crazy stuff because I'll be able to share the screen and then I can have people up there to talk, and I ain't gonna have nobody up there to help me, you know, to speak on another motherfucker. Like it's just gonna be fun to have people up and chop it up like we do in the chat, like we do now and shit. You know, on my panels, I'm not gonna have all that goddamn screaming and hollering. Once a motherfucker, the first motherfucker to do all that screaming and hollering, you gonna be the motherfucker that get the fuck up out of there. I don't give a fuck if you're right or wrong. We ain't doing that hollering shit. We are adults. We can have civil conversations with each other without screaming and hollering like kids. I'm not gonna allow that. Period. You know what I'm saying? And as soon as you get disrespectful and do all that fuck shit, I'm dropping your ass. My rules is I'm gonna be the best place to be, but I'm gonna stand on my motherfucking rules and shit. Like we're not gonna have none of that. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be able to talk like grown-ups, and if you can't talk like a grown-up, you can't come on the panel. You know, simple as that. I'm gonna put an end to all the bullshit that be going on. Like, you know, all that screaming shit is not content. You know, all that crying and whining, nah. You know, when a person fight back is crying, but a person that disrespects you is being a man. Like what in the backwards hell is going on? You know, like I'm not finna sit on a panel and scream at nobody. Shit, I don't get loud in my house. You know what I'm saying? I don't scream and shout at when me and my wife in the house, we talk like adults. Even when we have our little differences, we don't scream and shit. Like we're adults. We could talk to each other. But I see a lot of these people don't have relationships with other people. So, you know, they're not antisocial, but they're unsociable. I don't know if that's a word, but I made it up. They're unsociable. You know, they don't know how to interact with people. And a lot of these men don't know how to interact with women. You know, it's just weird to see. I'm used to men being able to be men and the women just chill the fuck out. That's why I carry myself like that. Oh yeah, all that screaming shit. Yeah, true. I ain't doing that shit for sure. Don Dallas, what up, though? Respect to you, bro. Yeah, true. All that goddamn screaming, that shit for the birds. Like I don't have the energy for that shit. To be doing all that screaming and hollering, like nah, like I'm a chill dude. Like shit, I play chess, I smoke weed, do a little drinking here and there. You know, I handle my business. I do my business. I draw all the time, and I just try to take care of life and have fun and enjoy myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, all that screaming and shit added stress to my life, and I don't need no stress. You know, that's why most of the time I let people scream and holler and disrespect me because it make them feel powerful. Like, they really don't know that the most powerful man is the one who can control himself and control his emotions and keep himself in check. That's the most powerful man. The most powerful person is the person who can control themselves. The person who can't control themselves is really not that dangerous. Because it's the same thing like a peacock. You know what I'm saying? A peacock. You know what I'm saying? I hunted a peacock before. And I know that behavior. What a peacock does, a peacock when it tries to appeal to a woman, he'll ruffle his feathers all the way out. In the bird kingdom, the male is majority the pretty one. So you know what I'm saying. A lot of these dudes is peacocking. They ruffling their feathers and spreading them motherfuckers out, and they motherfucker like, yeah, look at me, I'm beautiful. Look at me, I'm here. Hey. Like, I'm one of those ugly birds. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of those ugly birds that, what I'm saying? I'm like the crow with a raven or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm the ugly one. I'm not I ain't gotta show my feathers, you know what I'm saying? I don't need to be pretty to be effective, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these niggas think they pretty and they peacocking and shit. Yeah, it's just crazy that you know what I'm saying? It's just crazy that a lot I'm really paying attention, and it's like now I'm really starting to get the hang of being in control when shit is in chaos, because it's like regardless to how upset they get, it makes it kind of like Miss E, respect to you, sister. It makes me calm when they get upset because that means I'm in control. And I was in control the whole time. You know, they were saying some things that they thought was provoking me, but it was like, yo, like you're nobody in life. Hey, Miss Eve, I did my first reaction. I did my first reaction. Oh yeah, hey, I love the chaos. Shit, I'm cool with the chaos. I actually thrive in chaos, K Razy. Cause when you in chaos, you know what I'm saying, being in your emotions can being in your emotions can make you make the wrong decision. So when chaos comes, in the you have to be in control of your emotions and calm, because that's when you make the best decisions. Oh, Miss Eve, yeah, I got them too. I went on a double speak panel and got some people to admit some things. Oh yeah, K Race, you already know what to do. Hey, this your world, baby. Yeah, I got them to expose the motherfucking you know what I'm saying, the Discord, and I tried to place a wager to get somebody to actually stand on what they said, and then they didn't want to put their money behind their words. So, you know, I consider that a exposure right there, because anybody who can stand on the truth can put money on it. And that wasn't a gamble for me. I was like, shit, that's an easy $100, but he ain't want to take it because he knew he was wrong.
And he knew that he might have, like, oh, I might have said, yeah, you did say that. Oh, you gotta watch it. Oh, that dude Tehran, hey, that nigga Tehran a black. See, I really wasn't even trying to say the nigga name that created Discord. I had the password for the thing and everything. And the first thing he said, oh, it was for gaming. It was for this. It was for that. Like, nigga, we wasn't talking about no damn gaming. We was talking about the motherfucking networking, doing some business together. That's what the fuck we was talking about the Discord for. So all that other shit didn't even matter. And then, what's the name of the Discord? What's the name of the Discord? I don't remember. This shit was 2 years ago, motherfucker. Like, I don't know. Like, the name of it, that shit could have changed 20 times by 2 years and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, like it was a Discord, and I joined that shit for what up, though? Roll Rich, what's good with it? Respect to you, bro. Respect to you. You know, it was just funny. I got motherfuckers to expose some shit, and I had to take a little bit of disrespect to get it, but I got it. You know, while people doing all of this crazy shit, these motherfuckers, their egos are to the point where they got to shame you, disrespect you, and do everything they can. Where the stream yard at? Hey, I did the motherfucker. No. I've been doing the video. I've been doing the shit. I'm not doing it now because my mom, I got to pick my mom up in a minute. So she going to call me at any time. So I'll do the test when I really can sit down and do it. Because I know, yeah, Letitia was just telling me people will help me and shit while I'm doing this. So, you know, I ain't tripping, bro. Hey, I'm on it, bro. I did my first reaction yesterday, bro, Rich. Oh, yeah. Hey, let me not, you know, yeah, I know you'll help me, bro. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But hey, let me not be too cool and respect you and shit because the motherfuckers don't like that shit. You know, hey, bro, Rich, you know I fuck with you, bro. On some real shit. I ain't, hey, not on no. Hey, look, I'm all about respect, bro, and you've always given me respect, and then you did business with me. You one of the people who did business with me, and I was just talking about that earlier, like. You know, those people that supposedly that say that the rabbits are bad and you know all of them people are evil and shit. Them motherfuckers didn't support shit. They didn't help. They didn't offer no advice. They stood in the motherfucker way. You know what I'm saying? They stood in the way of that. You know what I'm saying? Like if we supposed to be a community, why are you standing in my way? But see, what I did learn is that y'all guys look out for, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, hey, appreciate that, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? You know, like y'all help me, y'all promote my channel, y'all like, hey, get some artwork from LUE, and you know what I'm saying? Like y'all really networking and sharing the money and the networking amongst each other. Like them dudes don't share shit. Like them dudes is stingy with everything. Like they don't want you to get no shine. They don't want you to get no money. They don't want you to be liked by the women, and they don't want you to have shit. They wanna stand on your motherfucking toes. You know what I'm saying? And then if you get them off your toes, they stepping on your heels and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they on your toes and your motherfucking heels. They ain't even letting you move and shit. You know what I'm saying? And if you move one motherfucker out the way, you gotta worry about the motherfucker behind you. Like, yo, like where the fuck y'all do that shit at? Like, yeah, I'm not in the business of standing in the way of another man, because me standing in the way of somebody else means that I'm stopping myself to stop you. Like I'm about perpetual motion, to keep moving. You know, I'm not about being stagnant and hindering. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in hindrance. I don't believe in hindering other people from gaining, you know, success, because success, if one per if I mess with somebody that's successful, that means that if they're successful, they can help me be successful too. You know what I'm saying? So we can network and be successful together. You know, but these people don't understand that philosophy because they not used to having shit. You know what I'm saying? People who have, you know what I'm saying? People who have little, when they get something, they think that they're better than everybody else, but you're still the same motherfucker. The people who have a lot and who have things to offer other people, they bring people in and say, this is what I had to offer you. This is what I can do for you. This is what I got, and I can contribute to you, and we could both make money. But see, these people don't know about networking and building because, like I said, they didn't have shit in life. These niggas got a little bit of money and thinking they bossing. Like, a dummy could be rich. A dummy could have a lot of money, but if he don't have no, if he don't have the business sense, the integrity, or the boss mindset, he's going to always be that low life nobody. He just going to have a little bit of money. And that's what a lot of these dudes is fucking low lives with money. On some real shit though. These dudes ain't gonna talk. These dudes don't like when people talk like this because it shows what type of person they are. They not gonna help nobody with their channel or help them with the network they business. They not gonna do none of that shit. They gonna tell you to go somewhere else. Don't fuck with that motherfucker. Go somewhere else and shit. I got somebody. Like, damn. But and that's what I love about karma. Karma is the most beautiful thing to me. At one time I thought she was ugly as fuck and she was destructive and all this other shit. I used to hate her ass because I was out there doing fuck shit and wondering what was going on and what was happening and shit. And then once I changed my life and I started doing good shit started happening. So I'm like, yo, karma's not as bad as I thought she was. And then I found out she was beautiful. That's why I network. That's why I build. That's why I show respect and everything. You get what you need from the world if you put it out there. It's just like a plant. It's just like if you throw a seed in the ground. You know what I'm saying? If you put the seed in fertile soil, you water it, you nurture it, you take care of it, you could build something beautiful. And it'll feed your family for the whole season. You know what I'm saying? So, it's like the more you put in, the more you get back. And that's what these people don't know or don't understand or have in their mindset, because once they probably grow that motherfucking seed, they take it up before it's ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, it should be good for 10 days. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the whole season. You worried about the next 10 days. I'm worried about next year, tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? 5 years, 10 years. I'm worried about the long run. You know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about today because today gonna be gone. You know what I'm saying? And I always got to think about tomorrow. And none of these certain people on here ain't worried about that. They worried about the right now. And that's why they step on people's toes, because the only reason they able to step on people's toes is because they create a fucking wall that you got to break through or walk around to get to what you want to get to. But see, that's what I learned about. That's why I play 4-man chess. It makes me understand life a lot different. 4D chess. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to move around to get to get around the obstacle. You don't necessarily have to always go through the obstacle, because the obstacle is supposed to hinder you. So some obstacles you got to break through and some you got to move around, and nothing's in my way. The only thing that's in my way is me, because I can defeat anything as long as I keep my mind focused and keep a calm and somber mind. That's why these dudes can't beat me. That's why I take 2 or 3 of them to fight me. They need backup because they can't fight me one-on-one. They have to have multiple people do it. That's even been in my real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers gotta jump me. They can't fight me one-on-one. They gotta have their friends help them and shit. And see what they feel to realize is like, shit. Yeah, like, I'm gonna fight to the end. Scammers, what's good, sister? Respect to you. You know, these people don't know nothing about the shit that I'm talking about because they ain't had no dads in their motherfucking life. They was raised by their moms and their aunties and grandmas, and you know, they didn't have no male influence in their life. They had a bunch of women in their life. That's why they constantly arguing and fighting with women. You can tell that's in their nature, that's in their blood, because what man argues and fight with a woman? And on my live yesterday, I thought that someone was came in and didn't come in good spirits, and then we ended up communicating, and then we ended up talking. I had a great conversation at the end of it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I thought it was in malice. So it was clear that it was cleared up that it wasn't in malice. But if you see how I operated as a man. You know, I was able to get my point across, say exactly what I wanted to say, and it wasn't disrespect. And I ended up having getting the misunderstanding understood. You know, I know, that's how the game's supposed to go. You know what I'm saying? You can't operate in this world without that shit. Yeah, yeah. No, hey, true. That's why I said ain't nobody worried. You can handle yourself, you know what I'm saying? And hey, look, I know that it's gonna, you in the position that I'm in, you say the wrong thing, then motherfuckers want to fucking confront you and all this shit, and you know, at this point, like I said, I ain't gonna be doing all that screaming and hollering. I'm about action. So we gonna do the action. We're not gonna do the talking. And my thing is, all you have to do is get them motherfuckers mad, and they're ego based. So if you get them mad and get them out their ego, they're gonna get to screaming and hollering and cussing, and you're not gonna get the information out of them that you're trying to. So if you give them a little power and let them go and get their point, get whatever they got out of shit, you let them do the little beaker. That's why I'm about to start calling that nigga Beaker. That's what I'm about to call him, Beaker. You know what I'm saying? When motherfuckers get to sounding like Beaker, you know what I'm saying? You can get them to say anything. You could get them they'll tell you everything. Give them a little power. You give a person who ain't never had no power a little bit of power, and they gonna run with it. And you get them to tell everything. See, motherfuckers don't like being exposed because they be doing dirty shit behind it. They be doing dirty shit. So I don't shit. I stand on me. Shit. If I do some fucked up shit, hey, I stand on it. I did some fucked up shit. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I did it intentionally. Maybe I didn't. Maybe it was a mistake. But when I'm wrong, I can accept it. I can stand on being wrong and apologize, and I can stand on being right, and I ain't apologizing for shit. Oh yeah, demons don't like the light on them. See, and they really think that the name that was given to me is really a bad thing, but it only means the enlightened one, the morning star, the light bearer, the light bringer. And I've been bringing light to all this shit. But, they can't, demons don't like the light shine on them. They like to move around in the shadows and do their little dirt and act like they don't do shit and putting people in front of them. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I got a motherfucking picture that explains what I'm talking about. I got a picture of a succubus holding some heads. The heads are the mindless men that follow. Like these people, man. I'm telling you, it's just hilarious to watch all of this. And now I'm starting to get grounded. And I'm starting to get my feet used to walking in this motherfucking in this dirt and this and they say it's quicksand, but it's not quick to me. Cause I'm not the one that's doing fucked up shit. So it ain't quicksand to me. It's just regular sand. No, but we got a disease in this motherfucking sector, and we need to get some medicine for it. Simping is a disease. Simping is a disease in this sector. Any man that got a woman and got a relationship with somebody, and you're in the YouTube sector fighting for a woman that's not yours, you're simping. Now, if they say something wrong or out of pocket or something like that, it's okay to say something, but to just jump all the way out the window for a woman that don't belong to you, that's simping. To believe a woman that you don't know, a total stranger, just believe her just because she's a woman, you're a simp. Like we have a motherfucking disease of simping in this sector. And I wish the real ladies would just motherfucking I wish the real ladies that's in the sector just call them motherfucking simps out. You know what I'm saying? Let everybody see they simpish ways, cause I'm gonna call a motherfucker simp and he gonna come and cuss me out, and then they gonna be like, oh, he a man, he this and he that. Like, do you know this motherfucker wouldn't say that shit to my face? Like, he wouldn't say that shit. Would none of them niggas say none of that shit to my face? And they know they wouldn't. But on social media, you can do that. So, it's just like, you could cuss me out, scream, and you could say, oh, you a hoe because you ain't say nothing. Nah, like, I ain't got to get like that, because if we was in person, that motherfucker be scared. Scared to say any of that shit they say. So we need to get some medicine up in. We need, you know what I'm saying? We need our real ladies in the sector to be on some y'all the medicine, y'all the healers, the nurturers and shit. We need y'all to be in y'all position. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ladies, the real ladies in this motherfuckers. We need y'all. We need the real ones. Oh yeah, true. I already know. Yeah, and I bet you they like, oh, he's sipping for True. Like, nah, I stand with True because True been solid with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the crazy thing is, we had a moment, and then the moment went away, and you were still the same person. I can respect the fuck out of that. That is the greatest shit that I can respect, that you still remain who you were. You wasn't fake about what you felt, what you thought. You wasn't fake about the shit. There's a lot of motherfuckers who can't respect the person's opinion. You know what I'm saying? They want the real. Oh yeah, the real one's gone. Yeah. Like I said, I was getting blocked in chats and shit, and I'm like, like, why am I getting blocked in chats and shit? And I'm not even on that type of time and shit. That's why, hey, True, I damn near got all the bus life, the motherfuckers who proclaim bus life. I got them motherfuckers blocked. Like, I almost got all of them blocked. Like, they be saying slick shit and talking shit. I'm like, let me just block these motherfuckers so I could just speak to people to the people that I don't have blocked, and I can speak to the host, and I'll leave it at that. Them motherfuckers can't even see me type. But they say I'm stalking and shit. Like, I got them motherfuckers blocked. I can't see nothing they say. Unless, they do the little live shit and they be in the corner going down and shit. Like, that's the only way I see that shit. But I don't even be looking at that shit. Most of the time, you know what I'm saying? If content is on my phone, my head and my eyes is on a piece of paper. I'm drawing, Oh yeah, hey, look, True. Already know that was to stir trouble. What? To get me to go at you. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, you got unblocked too. Yeah, True. Look, one thing that I know about a demon. Let me see. The president always try to silence anyone. Yeah, exactly. Yep, K. Reggie, that's the truth right there. That's absolute truth. You know, the one thing that I do know true is that motherfuckers like that need other people to fight for them because they can't fight because all they do is lie. They have to fight with lies. So they have to recruit other people to participate in their lies to help them fight because they can't stand on truth. Because if they stood on truth, they would be exposed. So they have to do that. They can't stand solid on nothing. Why you think she said, "Oh, she called you this and she called you that"? Like, yeah, well, okay. And what's good with you, sister? How are you? Oh, happy birthday to your grandson. Tell your grandson happy birthday. Today is his day. You know what I'm saying? We celebrate the day of the birthright of all the good people. You know, happy birthday to your son. You know, I wish I could sing. I would sing happy birthday, you know? Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. You know, fifth birthday, yeah, that's a good miss them. Them was some wonderful days back then, you know. But yeah. Yeah, you did it by yourself. Hey, same with me though, but see true, the difference with me is I took a lot of disrespect to get them to motherfucking say shit. So people was looking at it like, "Oh, Lou, you a hoe, you a bitch, you this, you weak, you this and that." And I took a little bit of that shit, a little bit too much, but it ended up exposing shit. And I tried my best to sing happy birthday. So, you know, give me some credit. Give me a little bit of credit. I tried my best. You know. You know, hey, that's a wonderful thing. though. I'm glad that you're taking your grandson out. You know, I hope that you're doing something. You know, I hope you're doing something wonderful for your grandbaby though. You know, that's hey, I love the babies. You know, I love the babies. I protect them. I fight for them, and if they a little bad, I cuss them out a little bit. But I love the babies. You know, I let them know like, hey, you fucking up, little one. Like, you know, get in line. But hey, I love you. You know. I mean, hey, look, you should see how it was with my babies. Like when my kids was baby, I didn't do that damn Google Gaga talk. I talked to them like I'm talking right now, and you know, I didn't do as much cussing, but I did let them know, like, hey, like, look, I'm the one, you know, I'm the one that's bringing you up, so I ain't gonna be your friend, you know, we ain't friends, you know, and a lot of these motherfuckers grew up with their parents, they friends and shit, like, nah, we ain't friends. My mom, I'm an adult right now, you know, my mom in her 70s. That's still my mama. She ain't my friend. And I know that I can't say certain things even as an adult. And I know I'm stronger than my mom, but I know if she popped me in the back of the head, it's gonna make me shit. I'm gonna be 5 years old again, you know. So you know, hey, my mom can still bring the baby out in me, but you know, that's my mom though. You know, but yeah. You know, we look. I'm really a chill dude. These people want to they want to psychologically analyze me and shit and say, oh, he's fucked up. He's this. He's that. He's that. Like, yeah, I'm fucked up, but I'm still a regular person. I'm still down to earth. I'm still human. I still got emotions. Like I think I may have the most emotional intelligence because out of the sector because I can. With all the things that I've experienced in life, I still. Oh yeah, the pops on the back of the head, yeah. You know, like, hey, I still maintain my composure. You know, even in the chaos and adversity. Hey, Miss Ann, a couple weeks ago I was with my mom and I accidentally said something that was a little out of pocket, and she popped me in the back of the head, and I'm like, "What you hit me for?" She like, "Now you know, I'm still your mama. And I was like, damn, like, I'm sorry, mom. Like, but it was just funny how fast I was humbled by my mom and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was humbled like instantly, just with a pop on the back of the head. And it brung me to realize that, yeah, like, mom, you know what I'm saying? That my me, mine. You know what I'm saying? I have a great relationship with my mom, even with all the shit that happened. Me and my mom are great, because we were able to communicate what we had to say to each other. So, it's I treasure and honor my mom, and I'm glad that I got an opportunity to make it right with my dad too. So I'm in good standings, but hey, every now and then, mom got to pop you in the back of the head and let you know, like, yo, like, you're a little out of pocket now. Hey, let me get you back right, Should I turn to a 5-year-old? Like, mama, why you hitting me? Like, I'm gonna treasure my mom to the end of time, until the time no more. And it's just, I'm gracious that, with all the shit that I've been through in life, I wouldn't change a motherfucking thing, because I wouldn't be who I am today had I went through something else. And I think I'm a pretty dope person, Might be an asshole, might be a little crazy sometimes, might, jump out the window and shoot at some shit, I might do something crazy, but this is my life experience. So, I'm proud of who I am and who I've become, because I came a long way. And people want to shame me for it and talk bad about me. Like, you can't shame me for my life, because I wouldn't be who I am today. So these people, say what you like, promote what lies you want to, or do whatever. I'm still a great person, and people still like me, people still respect me, and people still love me. You know what I'm saying? Wait, sugar? Who was that? Oh yeah. You must not know my mods. Yeah, you must not know my mods. Oh yeah, they see. You don't know my mods have a mind of their own, and they're gonna react the way that they want to, and they're going to get you up out of here. So, hey, I got great mods. I got to get a couple more. Once I get everything set up, we gonna do that. But But yeah, I just came in here to chop it up with y'all and kick it in shit. Hey, true. Hey, the motherfucking my first reaction, it's a little it's something to watch. You know what I'm saying? It's my first one, so bear with me. But I just want to get up, chop it up, and say, yo, we need the real ladies, and we need the real ladies in the sector. Y'all gotta start calling these simps out, and y'all gotta start standing with the men who really calling these simps out. We need y'all to stand with us. We need y'all. Y'all, like I said, y'all the nurturers. We need y'all. So, with that being said, love, positivity, success, business, progression, whatever you got going good in your life, focus on that. Everything else, hey, let it go. When I say what I say, after I say it, I'm done with it. I don't have to keep going at it. I'm gonna say what I gotta say, and I'm gonna go to the next thing, because I'm about building and networking. And sometimes you're gonna fail. When you fail, you get up and do it again. So feel it. A famous guy that I like, he said, "Feel it till you nail it." So that's what I'm gonna do. So respect to everybody, love, peace, happiness, whatever y'all got going good, focus on that. Love y'all. Y'all have a great Saturday. Appreciate y'all. Peace.